Hey everyone, thanks for joining the journey today. So I created this video to really start a dialogue about alternative medicine and to give my perspective on it. So alternative medicine is just that, alternative medicine to conventional medicine or known as Western medicine, where individual going through cancer, beyond surgery, there's pretty much chemo and radiation, or radiation and chemo. Alternative medicine basically, for the most part, rejects the chemo and radiation portion of the treatment and sometimes even surgery. So the reason why I wanted to bring this up is I really haven't spoken in length about my thoughts on alternative medicine, so I wanted to basically bring you up to speed and kind of share my perspective. Excuse me. So let's get started. First off, I am choosing to treat conventionally, and I'm using complementary medicine along with that, meaning I see a naturopath. I take different vitamins. There are certain things that have been suggested to me just by individuals, friends, people contacting me, messaging me, that I have tried and I am doing today, but that is in conjunction with radiation and chemo. And keep in mind, I did do chemo before, and possibly I will be doing chemo again. The rule of thumb and what I've learned when it comes to alternative medicine, I've learned this actually from others, is unless there are no less than 10 individuals, well-documented individuals, who have taken or have gone the alternative medicine route and have survived, conquered, or the disease has gone into remission, then it's probably not the path that is going to work for me. There has to be at least 10 documented cases, or where people are highly sharing their success stories of where they use alternative medicine to fight cancer and they won. And when I say cancer, I mean specifically triple negative breast cancer. So they have to have had my type of cancer, which is very aggressive. Not just any breast cancer, my type of cancer, and they well documented everything they've done and how they were able to successfully beat the disease going an alternative route. And the reason why I say that is because, first off, I am contacted all the time, and so many things have been suggested that I try. And to be honest with you, so much has been suggested, it's not even possible for me to do it, because I know everything suggested combined together is probably toxic to the system, but there has been so much. I mean, oxygenated water, endless vitamins, organic living, which I already do, veganism, vegetarianism, which I've already dabbled in, both of those, and it's a struggle because I didn't grow up that way and I haven't lived that way. So it's something I'm working on. Hemp oil rubbed into the skin, coconut oils ingested, coconut water, which I use every day, various foods, minerals, kernels, mistletoe, infusions, high doses of vitamin C and other things in your body. And I'm sure one or more of those things I just mentioned are very helpful to the system and can help anybody beat a lot of different illnesses, including juicing, going the smoothie route, water fasting, all of it. And so I don't doubt that some of that stuff works for some people at all, and I also would never judge anybody who's willing to go that route. I say go for it. This is your body. You know it works best for you, and you have the right to decide. So I would never take that from anybody. It's just not the route for me, and especially, again, dealing with triple negative breast cancer. One thing that kind of brought it home is I recently stumbled upon another YouTuber, very, very popular. She started YouTubing in 2006, but it wasn't for breast cancer, it was for health and wellness, juicing, fasting, veganism, the works. And she was very consistent with it. And then in early 2012, I believe it was, she was actually diagnosed with the exact same cancer that I have. She reluctantly had surgery, and then after that chose not to treat. In terms of chemo and radiation, she decided to go the alternative route, and she felt wonderful and felt good. And she was already highly educated about alternative medicine and alternative ways of living. Again, organic living and eating and supplements and things like that. She felt wonderful, but it did not stop the progression of her cancer. So at some point she did decide that she had to give in and go the conventional route. And we're talking many months later, like 6 or more months later. And this was after she discovered her cancer was growing, not regressing. So she did go and have chemo, and about 6 months of chemo, half of the months the tumor shrunk. She was a stage 3 triple negative. The tumors actually got so small they were almost undetected. And then the second half of the chemo did not work for her. The tumors were resistant to it, and they started growing again. Long story short, last October she passed away. The chemo went into remission for a short period of time, and then it came back in her liver, so she was metastatic. And then from there, they just could never get the cancer under control that was in the liver, and she got sick and sick. But all the while she was creating videos and posting videos. And one of the videos she created, one of her last videos, but maybe a few months before she passed away, she basically talked about how she regretted going the alternative route. And she did so many things. I mean, and she chronicles all the different methods she did. She took juicing, I mean, just a plethora of stuff she tried. And how even though she felt good and her skin was amazing and different things like that, it did not stop the cancer. It did not. So, and her suggestion to the world before she passed away was that you do not go alternative medicine route or go the alternative route unless you know for sure there have been individuals that have accurately documented their success. And she said 10 individuals. I thought 10 was a good number. I'd probably even go for 5 that have your specific illness, and it is documented how they're able to beat that. And I'm going to tell you folks, I've been all over social media and YouTube, and I have not found 10 individuals that have my breast cancer that are purely going the alternative route legitimately and are winning. First of all, the videos just aren't there. I'm not seeing them. Doesn't mean there aren't individuals in the world that are doing that anywhere in the world. We don't know everybody. Not everybody's on YouTube. So I just say that for me, alternative medicine is not the route. So I just want to let people know that, because I'm contacted constantly about trying. Did you try this? Did you try that? Take this, take that. And I'm here to tell you, if I took the 20 to 30 different things that I've been, that people have recommended me to take, I wouldn't even know where to start. I wouldn't even know which way is up, because there's so much of it. And so, and I don't want to mislead people, okay? Because we know that tons and tons of people with breast cancer, hundreds of thousands of people with breast cancer that have gone conventional routes are not here today, okay? There's no guarantee of survival. And another thing that I want to put out there and be very clear about, cancer is an abnormal occurrence. It's unnatural. It's unnatural to the body. And so alternative medicines, we're basically trying to go a natural method to fight something that's unnatural. Please think about that. Again, cancer is not natural, okay? It is entering so many people's lives at a greater number now than ever before, because something in the world is causing it. What it is, I don't know. Nobody seems to know. And so when you do alternative methods, a lot of times those are natural methods that we're trying to use to fight something that's unnatural. Please think about that. And so chemo and radiation, they tear the body up and they cause secondary issues, which I'll create a video and discuss later. And that's doesn't always work for everybody. It just doesn't. We know plenty of people that are not here today. And that's an unfortunate thing, but there is a lot of research supporting conventional methods of treatment, and I have met quite a few women with my cancer that are survivors today. So I just wanted to put that out there, clarify some things, and just kind of let you know where I stand with it all, so that there's no confusion. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday on this September 16th, 2015, and take care of yourself until I see you again.